Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of November. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Aquarius, for the month of November is the Four of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands upright. So your biggest challenge here, Aquarius, for the month of November is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is an indication of healing, okay? Resting. We're going to clarify the Four of Swords. We're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Swords. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel there was this very independent energy, okay? Very autonomous energy here in the recent past, where you may have really started to focus on what was going to make you happy, what was going to fulfill you and satisfy you here in the past. For many of you, your focus here in the past was earning more money, getting more for what you were worth here in the past. Very independent energy here. I do get a strong energy that somebody was watching you, spying on you, checking you out here in the past, maybe on social media. For others of you, this could have been, you starting a new course in school. I'm also getting simply a very strong focus here on money, your finances here in the past. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Aquarius, you have the Sun, the Five of Cups, and you have the Ace of Swords. There's a very strong energy in the present moment of wanting to get clear on why somebody disconnected from you, why somebody put you in a third party, why somebody took advantage of you. There's almost something here in the present moment that you're reminiscing about that maybe, things didn't go the way that you wanted to. However, because the Sun is here in the present moment, this is a very positive energy. There is something positive that's showing up for you, and we're going to talk more about that in a moment. Now, in the near future, Aquarius, you have the Star, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Eight of Swords. So in the near future, there is this energy of working on yourself, working on bettering yourself, healing yourself, improving yourself. There's a lot of this self-centered energy, which is not a bad thing. Okay. Some of us may say, oh, being self-centered is bad. No, I don't agree with that. I don't believe that. That's my personal opinion. Of course, other people are going to have theirs. But for me, I believe that self-centeredness is required sometimes, that we need to take care of ourselves because, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of you type of thing, right? So in the near future, there's a couple of stories I'm getting here in the near future. The first one that I'm getting is some of you are in a job that you feel like you have absolutely no freedom in this job, and you are maybe trying to find a way out of this job, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is some of you are your whole entire life consists of work all the time, and you don't really have maybe a social life. This could be another thing that's showing up. But either way, there's something here about you feeling drained, overwhelmed, isolated, alone, and there's something here about you trying to work through this to shift maybe towards some more freedom or something here that is more in alignment with what you want, okay? And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Two of Cups. Ooh. You have the Nine of Wands. You have the Hermit, the Hanged Man, and you have the Emperor with the Queen of Swords. There you are with the Death. So you're going through transitions and changes. It's very evident that you're going through that. I'm also getting for many of you, you may end up ending things with a Scorpio, an Aries, a Pisces, a Virgo, a Sagittarius. Because somebody here is not taking action towards you, you've given this person multiple chances. What you actually don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the fact that for many of you, there is going to be a new beginning in a relationship. I don't know if this is a new beginning with someone from the past or someone new, but we're going to see as we get into your reading, okay? So let's get into your reading, Aquarius, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify the Four of Swords. Okay, so your challenge, Aquarius, is clarified by the Page of Swords. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So your biggest challenge here, Aquarius, has a lot to do with you finally being in this place of being able to rest, heal, recuperate your energy. This hasn't been able to happen for many of you until you set some sort of boundaries. So again, depending on the timeline that you're on, some of you that are watching this, in order for you to completely get clear on what it is that you want and heal and rest and recuperate your energy, you may need to disconnect from something and set some sort of boundaries. Now, I am seeing 255 on the clock, so check out what 255 means. There could be some sort of important message here in regards to your challenge. Now, part of your challenge is the fact that some of you do need to set boundaries. However, if you've already done that, if you're watching this and you're saying, you know, I've already set boundaries, I've already let go of this toxic situation or this situation that wasn't really holding value for me, now what? For many of you, this is about you finally having the time to do the research, okay? This is about you doing the research so that you can get back to the energy levels where you were at before. Now, if you haven't purchased my next 6-month predictions for all the signs, okay, yours will be linked below or will be linked either up here or up here. So just make sure that you are checking out the things that I'm mentioning in those predictive readings for the next 6 months so that you're ahead of the game. Because for many of you, what I see here, it's very much connected to the next 6 months. I don't quite remember your reading. I don't remember anyone's reading because it's a lot of information. But if that's something that you're interested in, you want to be, you know, 10, 20 steps ahead of everyone else, then you're going to want to get that. It's going to be linked below. Your challenge has a lot to do with moving to the next step. Your challenge has a lot to do with getting back to this place of being yourself, being better, moving to the next level. Okay. So for many of you, your challenge may not necessarily mean that you are setting boundaries. Some of you have already done this. Some of you have already disconnected. Now it's time for you to do the research, okay? So if you've already done all that, where you've cleared your environment, and I've talked about this before, you know, a lot of us want to attract love, we want to be successful, but there's certain steps that you need to take to get there. So whatever you're desiring, whatever it is that you want at this time, it's important that you do the research. Some of you are studying or you're doing some sort of research, and that's going to be a big part of your challenge. If you haven't started doing that, that could be something that you're being called to do. Now, the third part to all of this is not only do you need to research, study, and get the information to be better and do better, but you also have to give yourself rest. So there is a balancing act here in the month of November, especially because when the sun is in Scorpio, it's going to square your sun, your moon, or rising. So there's a little bit of this tension. But it's good tension because the environment is changing. Your life is changing because now you've set some sort of boundaries, you know. So for us to get better, we can only get better when we set boundaries and we create environments that are equivalent to what we're trying to create for ourselves. So that's what I feel like you're doing, which is a big part of your challenge, balancing the logical perspective and balancing the resting perspective. Okay. These are two things that you're being called to do so you don't burn yourself out. So this is going to be your challenge. That's what I'm seeing. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by you have the Nine of Cups, you have the King of Cups, and you have the Five of Wands. So in the recent past, I do see that there was some sort of conflict between you and a specific person. Could have been an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting a Leo, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. There was a conflict here. And you tried to be patient with this person. I'm not sure why this conflict came up. It could have been the fact that somebody here wanted to focus more on themselves. Somebody here could have been, you know, overindulgent in self, over drinking, overeating, focusing too much on themselves. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is clarified by the Ace of Wands. You have the Hermit and you have the Ten of Pentacles. So in the recent past, what happened for many of you, okay, either you or this person, take it as it resonates, one of you was super focused on self. What do I need to do to enhance my income? What is going to help me with my security, my retirement? What do I need to start now to improve my financial situation? It's almost like something here in the past, Aquarius, forced you to go within and to improve yourself in some way, shape, or form. Now, if this was not you, this could have been your person who is really focused on improving themselves, you know, starting something new, starting a new business, starting something, you know, new involving maybe investments here. Tell me more about the Page of Swords in the recent past for Aquarius. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Sun. So in the recent past, there was a lot of questioning whether or not you should forgive this person and hang on to them and work things out with them, or if you should have let them go. I think a lot of you hung on to this relationship in the past, even though there was some sort of conflict, but you may have disengaged from this person to focus more on yourself, okay? And if that didn't happen, it could have been vice versa. But either way, you know, having a conflict wasn't enough to separate you and this person. If you did separate from this person in the past, it was to focus on yourself, okay? That's what I'm seeing happened here in the past. Now, in the present moment, you want to get clear on something. There's something here that happened in your life. It led to a huge disappointment, and you want some sort of clarity on why this happened. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here for Aquarius, and what is it that they need to know? Okay, so the Five of Cups is clarified by, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and you have the Knight of Swords. So in the present moment, there is a lot of this sadness, okay? I don't know if this is coming from you. I feel like it is coming from you. There is an energy here of disappointment. So even though a lot of you are working a lot and you're pretending like something doesn't bother you, I think when you work, you think about this situation, this disappointing situation that you went through. Now, for many of you in the present moment, this is about getting clear. The reason why you keep thinking about this, and it's something here that affected you in a very big way, it is a regret, or you're remorseful, or you're sad about it. You're still trying to get clear on this. And I don't think you're trying to get clear on this just for the heck of getting clear on it. It's like you want to get clear on it so you can be happy again. That's what you want in the present moment. So a lot of you are overthinking a situation. You know, and again, it's a personal thing. I don't think that this is a public thing. I think it's a personal thing that's bothered you. And you really want to find, Aquarius, in the present moment, you want to find a way to fix the situation. And some of you feel like there isn't a way to fix it. So this is what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. It's a bit of a harsh situation trying to get or make sense of why something happened that you think has led to a lot of sadness for you. So tell me more about the Ace of Swords in the present moment for Aquarius. What is it that they need to know? Many of you are going to finally find the truth out, okay? Anything that's been difficult for you, that's all coming to an end. You're walking away or disconnecting from something if you haven't done that already. In the present moment, you want to get clear on why somebody's been on and off with you, in and out, inconsistent in love with you. And the Knight of Cups is telling me that for many of you, you've been dating a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe a Gemini or another Aquarius. I'm getting a Taurus as well. This person really wants some sort of clarity from you when it comes to commitment. Either you want clarity or this person wants clarity. Some of you were in a third party situation and you don't know where you stand with this person. And this could be the reason why you've set boundaries or you've completely disconnected from this person. So in the present moment, you want a commitment. You want something that's solid. You want something that's stable, but you want to make sense of why you went through something that really affected you on a very deep level. And I feel like for many of you, this is connected to you working something out. It could be you working something out within yourself or you working something out with this person who's been on and off with you. Okay. And I do think that you and this person, you do want to commit to them. You do want to be with them. But I think one of the issues here is the fact that somebody here is afraid of commitment or they still need some sort of clarity before they commit. So what is the good news for you in the present moment? Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So eventually this person that you've been inquiring about, this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, this Leo, this Libra, they're going to eventually reach out to you. But when they reach out to you, you may not be open to them, or they may not be open to you when they reach out or when you reach out. So either way, I think one of the important messages for you to know, Aquarius, in the present moment is to get clear on your future and what you want. Because once you put your foot down, and this is why a lot of you are still upset about something that didn't work out, but this is about you getting clear on why that situation in the past happened, how you played a role, and how things could have been better, so that when you do have a new beginning, which you will have a new beginning, you're clear and you know what you want this time around. When you finally know what you want and this person comes towards you, which they will, then you can tell them, look, this is what I want. Are we on the same page? And if you and this person are on the same page, hey, guess what? It's going to lead to something that is actually going to work out the way that you want it to. So there's actually an opportunity here to make or improve something. And this is why your challenge is the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is indicating it's time for you to rest and heal so you can actually prepare for this new journey that you're going to be embarking on. Okay. So let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, I see this isolation. Like it's almost like you're spending a lot of time on your own. The moon just popped out. So a lot of you are, again, spending a lot of time on your own. You may be isolating yourself, or you may feel alone here in the near future. So let's talk about that. Why is that showing up? And let's see, why is the Eight of Swords here for Aquarius in the near future? So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Swords and you have the Strength. So in the near future, there's a lot of worry and fear connected to some sort of situation that you've been involved in. I do feel for many of you, there's an energy here of you giving to a situation, giving and giving and giving, and you may feel like it's not giving back to you, okay? And this is why your challenge has a lot to do with the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, because your challenge for many of you, and I'm just going to say this because I feel like you're the ones, if this resonates, what I'm telling you, you're the ones that need to actually hear the reading. So in the near future, you feel isolated, you feel like you're alone, you feel like things are drying up in your life. It's because you're allowing somebody here to use you in the near future. You're allowing somebody to take advantage of you when they don't really deserve it, okay? This is why this is happening in the near future, because it's forcing you in a way to see what your future means to you. And there's something that's happening in the near future that you don't like that may require you to set some sort of boundaries and reevaluate your life. And sometimes painful things need to happen in order for us to truly end things, to have a new beginning, okay? Because a lot of you want success, you want to be recognized for something, but you also need to have the right environment and the right people around you for that to happen. So if you're involved with somebody who's just taking from you and they're not equally giving back to you, and you start to feel like there's no reason to live, you know, I'm constantly giving to the situation, and it's a specific message. It's not going to be for all of you. So this may be something that's hard for you, right? It's hard for you to set boundaries. It's hard for you to say no. It's hard for you to not give to this person because maybe you want to be loved and you want to be appreciated. And maybe you believe that by giving to the situation, it will make things better. So a lot of you are maybe giving to the wrong person or the wrong situation. You just need to be conscious of that. So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands. You have the Six of Cups and the Lovers. So in the near future, what I see for you, the first thing is, there's a couple stories here. The first story is, some of you in the near future, I see you disconnecting from this person that uses you, that takes advantage of you, that just wants things from you and never really gives anything back. The first message for you is when you start to work on yourself and you start to improve yourself, and this is why you did what you did in the past. Many of you put yourself first in the past. Instead of putting your relationship first or your partner first, you took care of yourself, okay? And if you didn't do that in the past, that should have been something that you should have done. But many of you are learning that now so that you can actually do that now to have this new beginning in terms of what you don't see coming. Okay, so for many of you in the near future, you are going to start working on yourself if you haven't done that. And when you start to work on yourself, this person from the past comes back. This is somebody that you gave a lot to, they ignored you, they kept you as an option, etc., etc. So in the near future, you start to really work on yourself, and that's when this person from your past comes back around. And you may decide to have a new beginning with them, or you may decide not to have a new beginning with them. For others of you, this is about you working and working and working towards your goals. And the more you work towards your goals, the more likely it is you're going to attract a soulmate. So again, whether you are looking to have a new beginning or attract someone from the past, it only happens for you when you start to forget about everything else and you solely focus on yourself. And I know that sounds very selfish and narcissistic, but that's what's going to bring forth some sort of opportunities for you in November. Okay. And this is why the star is here in the near future, because you're showing up. And there's a huge energy here of healing, going within, working on yourself, improving yourself, because your value, Aquarius, has nothing to do with how somebody treats you. Your value is solely dependent on how you treat yourself and what people see. When people see you treating yourself a certain way and having certain standards, they have no other choice but to follow those standards because you've put those in place for yourself. Okay. So in the near future, you're disconnecting from somebody here that treats you like garbage and trash. Okay. You're completely disconnecting from this person, but you're doing it very secretly, because one of the things that may be affecting you from manifesting what you want is the fact that you feel obligated to do more for this person, yet they're not doing anything back for you. And remember, we just had the solar eclipse in Libra. So any relationships that are out of balance, any relationships where people are being taken advantage of, it's not true love, it's not real, it's just gonna fall away. Okay, I'm seeing 3:11 on the clock. You're going to want to check out what 3:11 means. There could be some sort of important message here for you. Okay, so for many of you, you're disconnecting from something because you're overgiving to a situation. It's not giving you what you need. When you start to work on yourself, this person from the past comes back. And this is all happening when you decide to completely have some sort of new beginning. Either way, I see a new relationship or a new beginning in a relationship that's coming in for you in November. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? Okay, so your advice, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Seven of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice is that when new love or a new opportunity in love comes in for you, this new love that's coming in, this new person that's coming in over the month of November, they are a part of your destiny. However, what the advice is telling me is that many of you are going to have multiple options, or there may be some sort of confusion in association with this new beginning. The first important piece of advice that Spirit has for you is you need to get clear on what you want, so that when this new beginning happens, it comes in exactly how you want it. Remember, you are a magician. A lot of you are realizing that in the near future that you can manifest and create the type of reality that you want purely from yourself if you're in the right frame of mind and you're aware of what is required of you to make that happen. So your biggest piece of advice here is to get clear on the type of new beginning that you want to have, particularly this type of new beginning that you want to have in regards to this new love. And the other message here for you is that if somebody is treating you like an option, you can also treat them like an option as well too. It's not hard for you to do that. Just remember that you have options. Don't think that because you're dating one person, that's your person. Unless you're married to that person and you've solidified things with them, you're considered single. Okay. So your biggest piece of advice here is to move towards something new. Preferably a new love that is going to be a part of your destiny. And that means keeping your options open. Okay. It means not committing to something or someone unless they've committed 100% to you. And commitment means a number of things. It means having a discussion, having a conversation, sitting down, all of those things. So your biggest piece of advice here is to move towards something new, keep your options open, and always be ready for an opportunity, because November is going to present multiple opportunities for you. It's going to be up to you. Out of all of these opportunities, one of them is actually for you and is part of your destiny. So it's important that you're analyzing these opportunities. This is why the Page of Swords is a part of your challenge. So it's important that you are paying attention to these opportunities and options that are coming in after you disconnect from one that really doesn't have any value anymore for you. Okay. So Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.